You better get some coffee and calm down. Get some coffee and calm down. Are you serious? What are they talking about now? The end of the world. Guys, let me tell you something. Prices of raw materials, from food to metals to fuel, all of it everything is going to skyrocket. And we're going to go falling into a recession that may even get worse than that. Guys, it's coming, and it's insane, and we're going to show you what we're talking about here in just a moment. Let me put a shout out, though. This is important, too, because noblegoldinvestment.com, that's noblegoldinvestment.com. Now, are you on an investment treadmill? A lot of people are. You know, saving and saving and saving cash for retirement. Well, guess what? Whatever you're saving will not be worth as much when you retire as it is now. And that could really be drastic. Cash is trash, and they're trying to destroy it by going to a new digital dollar. Now, you have to make your money work for you. You might already have all the money you think you need, but maybe you're not using it right. And if it's in a 401k, it is in jeopardy. And I'll show you in a minute, but here's one thing for sure. If you open a gold or silver IRA, you will see some protection because of precious metals. Now, over at Noble Gold Investment, if you feel like this could be the answer for you, is to gold's going to go to $2,500 an ounce before this year is over because of the recession's about ready to hit. I'm telling you. So get ready for it. It's a good way to protect some of your money. Go to noblegoldinvestment.com. If you go there, if you open up, they will give you this American Eagle coin. It's 1/10 of an ounce, pure gold, 22 karat, 1/10 of an ounce coin, and they'll give it to you for free. This is worth quite a bit of money now, over $300 and some dollars. He'll give it to you for free if you set up a gold IRA. Check out with them Monday morning. Call them at 877-646-5347. Now, let me just tell you what's going on right now. Good to see everybody here. Sunday Night Live is going to be a powerful program. I'm telling you, it's going to be a real powerful program. And Heidi has done some great research. Also Brock and also Agent 2020 and others have sent me some great stuff. And so this is really, really huge. Let me show you what's happening. The price of corn skyrocketing right now. The price of copper has skyrocketed. The price of aluminum is at its highest peak since 2014. And the price of lumber is out of control. I can tell you this, that plywood was 2 months ago $17 a sheet. Today it's $91 a sheet for plywood in Florida. This is insane. And I'm telling you, if there comes a bad hurricane year, this could literally cripple people on how they're going to be able to recover. And anyway, it's going to slow the housing down dramatically. It's going to slow, because all of a sudden the housing, the materials, the raw materials to build homes is going to be so high, you can't afford to buy a house. You can't have a house built. We're already in a massive housing shortage here in America. Big time. So prices of raw materials like food, like metals, and look at these charts. Look at corn. Okay, corn. Now it was really bad at one point in 2014, and then it went down and got real normal. But all of a sudden, boom! Here we go. Under the new administration, it's already skyrocketing. And then look at copper, the highest it's ever been, and look at lumber, outrageously the highest it's ever been. And aluminum is right at the highest it's ever been. How can you have all of these? And I didn't even show you oil and gas. and how that affects gasoline prices, which automatically affects freight prices, which will automatically affect food prices. Plus, we've already got a shortage in food. Guys, I just did a video, and I put it at Patreon just a few minutes ago. And I can't say no more about it, but this, what can I say? I can just say this. Green is going to make us all, we're going to all fall to the machine. Just go watch the Patreon I just did at Patreon. Anyway, the prices of raw materials from food to metals used to make almost everything has skyrocketed. The prices of raw materials used to make almost everything are skyrocketing, and the upward trajectory looks like it's going to continue as the world economy roars back to life. But the world economy is not going to roar back to life if these prices remain. They can't. It can't. We're going into a deep recession, and probably for the rest of the Biden presidency. Now, this rally threatens to raise the cost of goods from lunchtime sandwiches to gleaming skyscrapers. This is a bad report. They're saying that the economy roaring is going to cause prices to skyrocket. Guys, no. That is not why these prices are going up. No, there's plenty. There's plenty of lumber. There's plenty of every one of these materials. And there's no reason for this. I'm telling you, this is being manufactured. This is man-made. Here we go. This is the tribulation pains. This is the pre-trib pains. Not the pre-trib rapture. This is a pre-trib pains. We're not even at the rapture yet, but we're already starting to feel the pains, the birthing pains. It's not just the chaos in the climate. It's not just the asteroids that are raging toward the Earth that NASA said this morning they cannot stop. After doing all kinds of exercises and planning and holding a big summit, they just came out and announced this morning, we can't stop it. We can't fix it. We can't nudge it. We can't blow it up. We can't stop it. They're preparing you for what is coming. That Mike around the world told you it's coming. It's coming. Meanwhile, what's going to happen? Prices are going to go through the roof with all of this taxation is going to go up. They're going to raise taxes. You're going to see inflation start to rise. You're going to see layoffs coming by the millions. When you have a recession like that, this thing is going to come to a screeching halt. And we knew it was going to come, but I'm now seeing it's going to be way worse. It's also lit the fuse on a massive reflation trade that's gripping markets this year and pushed up inflation expectations. As I said, with the U.S. economy pumped up to its fiscal stimulus and Europe's economy starting to reopen as its rollout goes on, gets into gear, there's little reason to expect a change in direction. JP Morgan Chase said this week it sees a continued rally in commodities and that the reflation and reopening trade will continue. On top of that, the Federal Reserve and other central banks seem calm about this inflation. Yeah, because they're going to raise interest rates, guys. They are going to raise interest rates, meaning the economies could be left to run hot, which will rev up demand. But you're not going to get demand when you have already skyrocketing prices. That'll kill an economy. Skyrocketing prices will kill an economy. Taxes will kill an economy. Inflation will kill an economy. How about all of them at once? And oh, by the way, all this printing of this fake money, what's called quantum easing, that'll kill an economy. We've been watching it, and everybody wants to go green. Copper has enjoyed an unstoppable rally for more than a year, thanks to pledges by governments to boost renewable energy and electric vehicle use that'll make all the various forms of green technology that rely on it a bit more expensive. So now copper's taken off because they've been promised that we're going to build nothing but electric cars, bigger power grids. In one such case, 1.9 million tons of copper was used to build electricity networks in 2020, according to Bloomberg, and the price of the red metal is up more than 90% in the past year. Usage will almost double by 2050, while demand from other lower carbon technologies like electric vehicles and solar panels will also balloon. That means silver is going to go sky high because you need silver for solar panels. Okay, so know that. So I guess if you're trading, you really should trade in precious metals like gold and silver because they will go up. I'm just telling you. But it looks like copper is gone up and copper will keep going up. But why is food going up? Well, part of it is the supply chain was severed during the pandemic. And now we can't seem to get it back going again. We got all kinds of, shortages of semiconductors coming out of China. We got all kinds of stuff. We're depending on China for everything. And now, here we are. We've hit a bottleneck where we can't seem to get nothing going. Meanwhile, while this is happening, Australia has got to dig out as much iron ore as they can. Chile's got to find all the copper that they can. Indonesia's got to find all the palm oil that they can. Meanwhile, countries looking to rebuild infrastructures may find their budgets by less than it used to. President Joe Biden's $2.3 trillion plan to one such case. Electricity grids. Sorry, I'm having some issues. Railways and refurbishing buildings are among the items on the shopping list. That will use large amounts of metal. Okay? So, look, meat. It's going to be a tough year for the meat business. From devastating outbreaks of and shutdowns in deadly pig diseases that hit Germany, and now pig disease is crippling China, and the supply chain being hampered by COVID, and the crop prices are surging because massive flooding in China and Pakistan and India and Bangladesh and Indonesia and Micronesia and some of these other places in the world, destroying rice crops, corn crops, and all kinds of crops, is going to put us in a very tough spot. Also, because as these food prices surge, farmers are trying to get going again, but it's going to cost a lot of money to feed the pigs and the cattle. And so the prices of meat will skyrocket as much as 40% higher. Just the other day, bacon was $11 a pound. I don't know what it is today. Steel is going to go sky high. And because the world is trying to shift from oil, fossil fuel mentality to a green mentality. But the green requires different kinds of minerals that you've got to dig out of the ground. And we don't have as much of these materials as we do in oil. So you're going to see this big plan running everybody toward the green end zone. And then about halfway there, we're going to realize we can't keep up with this shift. And then we're going to be halfway. We're going to be like the guy in the Bible that tried to build a house and got half finished and did not count up the cost. That's exactly what's happening. And we've been fed some, in the words of the president, some malarkey. Okay, so we're in the end times. All right, we're in the end times. It's crazy what we're witnessing, but we can see that we're in the end times. The tribulation pains. We're not in tribulation, so don't misunderstand me. We're not in tribulation, but it feels like, and you might be starting to feel the crunch where people are going to, we got a mega drought going on in the West Coast states. A bunch of the West Coast states all are in mega drought. The water level is the lowest. The aqueducts are the lowest they've ever been. And we don't know what's going to happen. We just don't know how we're going to keep up with the demand for water for cities like Tucson, Arizona, and Phoenix, Arizona, and Las Vegas, Nevada, and all over California. We just don't know how we're going to keep up. We just don't have, unless something major happens. Now, as far as major rains coming from somewhere, but with the poles in the process of shifting and flipping, we're seeing climate change everything. Did you see the hail this weekend that fell in Texas and then up into Oklahoma? They called it gorilla hail, hail of 8 pounds, stuff that was outrageous. I mean, outrageous. Straight line winds, blowing hail through people's windows. Incredible. All of this craziness. So we got enough of that going on. But the last thing we need is the man-made inflation, man-made well, I forgot the word I was going to say. Crisis, depression. Recession. Man-made recession, which seems to be because of greed, cluelessness, and for some reason, it's like we're trying to cripple this nation, and then just throw some taxes on that. So everybody start praying, okay? Start praying and get ready, because we're living in the very dangerous times. We're living in the last days. I'll be back live at 7 p.m. I'm going to get you up to speed on everything, but it's really starting to get crazy out there. Go check out my Patreon. Go to Patreon right now. Many of you are subscribers, so go right now. I just did a great video. You talk about craziness. Wait till you see this video. Craziness. Ludicrous. Looney Tunes. I'm serious. They're going insane out there. What are they thinking? They need to stop the stinking thinking. Go to Patreon. And I did 2 videos this weekend on my app. Check those out. What is going on? I'll see you guys later tonight at 7 p.m. Eastern. This is getting crazy. Are you saved? Earthquakes. Yeah, Japan. I forgot to say. Japan earthquakes. 6.8. Volcanoes are going off. Chile had a 5.8. Japan had a 6.8. You're right. I mean, it's all going on, guys. There's the Patreon. Thank you, Tara. There's the Patreon link. Click right there and go straight to Patreon. If you're a subscriber, watch it. Oh, click the video twice. It works. I just checked it. No problem. Just click. Hit it twice. It works. So you won't have a problem. Now, over at the New Apocalypse Watch, there's the link if you haven't subscribed to that one. Now, listen. 3 of the videos work without even subscribing. But, and I mean, 3 of the articles channels work without subscribing. They're free. But if you want the full package, just subscribe to Patreon, okay? And get all that. If you want the New Apocalypse Watch, just subscribe there. Get all of that. There's some stuff I got to put at one channel, some I can put at the other. So just check it out. And we try to avoid the censorship that's going on everywhere. We're in the last days.